Hi friends, this is April with Flowers from the Foss family. We garden in zone 4A and I'm going to start with these cute little pots on the house here. So this one is a lantana and it's called Lucky, and this is, I always forget, Super Bells Double Smitten Pink. And this one is a, what is that, Mojave yellow purslane? Sorry, I don't know how to say that. But so far I really like this growth habit on this pot, how it's growing here. So I'm keeping these so I know what they are for next year. If I turn out to like them or not, if it turns out that I like them. And this is a vinca vine. So, and like I shared before, I have not planted anything in these two because I don't know what to plant in there. They're too small. Then we have lissum. We have some petunias and some wire vine, I believe it's called. And I copied that, repeated that I should say, in this. And this one is the Bordeaux, which I love. I love these. And then I'll go to the other side of the deck here. Sorry about the mess. So this my daughter Carmen bought for me. It's a begonia. It's very, very pretty color. It needs mostly shade, so we keep it here and then we move it more in the shade here and there. And we love this Petunia Vista Jazzberry with some alyssum in each of these, and these just are popping up everywhere, so pull those out, but we love that. And there's the back garden that there's not much in there. I'll show you what's growing in there probably on this video because there's barely anything, but right now we're going to go to the front garden. Okay, so this is the deck garden here, and we have some wormwood and we have some drumstick alliums that are budding up here, and there's 20 of them. I think I counted 20 buds. And then we have a hydrangea. I think that's the ruby, a ruby one. I can't remember exactly the name. And then there's two cosmos. There's a foxglove. There's these vines that have been here since we moved here, so they just are very invasive. And then we have a hollyhock starting there, and a hollyhock starting there, and some more vines. And then we have phlox here, and I don't know what's wrong with it. I think is that spider mites? I don't know. It's disgusting. I think it is though. So this one doesn't have any, but this one does. So I don't know what we're supposed to do about that. I should probably look that up, but I'm pretty sure that is spider mites on there. So yuck. This is a dianthus, and this one is what? Firewitch dianthus. And there's tons of alyssum in here. Delphinium. And those are foxgloves right there, and a foxglove right there. The purple leaf sand cherry, or is it purple leaf? Yeah, purple leaf sand cherry that Matt, it was really tall, like really tall, and he chopped it down because we do want it more bushy here, so hopefully that happens. And then there are more foxgloves. These are really, really big. Let's see if I can get a closer look. The Oops, my video, I pushed the button. And for some reason, these bells on here are ginormous. So we love those. And down below here we have a rose that's starting to bud up. Oh, there's something on these leaves too. I don't know what that is. And on there also, that's another rose. Didn't come back as good as it did last year, so I don't know. And we have Cosmos, a sedum. I think we're gonna move that though. I think we're gonna do some moving around of these things. We have all this alyssum in here. This is the serendipity allium that's full of buds. It has tons of buds on it. And some petunias in here that are blooming. This one has buds on it. It's not blooming yet. And behind it, and behind the allium, is a peony that has no buds on it. That's okay. And this rose, I cannot wait. So this is the reminiscence rose, I believe. And it's full of buds. Like, they're everywhere. And I'm so excited to see what that looks like. And then the peony that is gone over now. Oops. So pretty. Still I love it. Foxglove, lots of foxglove. This is a hydrangea, a invincible blush hydrangea. Has tons of buds on it. And spiders. Alyssum. A Cosmo right there. So in this pot we have these cute little, are these like, I'll have to look up the name because it's up in the dining room one too. And then we have alyssum, and here's some basil and a coleus. And down here we have a petunia, so I started this one in the house. This is a licorice vine, I believe, and a geranium. It smells super good down here. Okay, this is what that is in the pot. A Cali pink with white eye. Then we have a snapdragon, some alyssum, a verbena. This smells lovely. A heliotrope, some more alyssum, and then we have another wire vine in there, a lantana, and a verbena. These get really tall. I'm excited to see what this box looks like. A alyssum, another snapdragon, and one of these Cali things, so cute. And here is the dahlia. This is the Cafe au lait dahlia. Okay, I have to look at all these. I'm scared there's bees. Look at these. Look at the size of this one. This is my hand. Love that. A strawberry. Some marigolds. Another petunia and some basil. And a marigold that is getting totally smothered in there. So in this little spot we have all these things have self-seeded down here. So it looks like we have some daisies. I think that's thyme. We have more daisies, it looks like. A petunia, verbena, alyssum. We're just gonna leave it unless it gets too too crowded. I mean, it's already crowded right now, but I like to let things go. This is another Invincible blush hydrangea. There are dahlias back here. There's one here, 2, 3. So there's 3, and I think they're probably too close together. We have a white foxglove. Look how cute that is. I love it. So they turn out like this buttery yellow, and then they turn to white. I love that. Behind it is a clematis that's done blooming. We have a Cosmo there and one there. A self-seeded foxglove. This is thyme, a humongous hollyhock. The thyme is all over. Smells super good over here, super good. Okay, and this is also a white foxglove, but it's like purple. I don't know if you can tell on here, but it's purple. Purple little dots in there. And there's a petunia right there, and a alyssum, and all these poppies are self-seeded. So we're just leaving them in there. And alyssum, and more poppies. And then we have this petunia here. Another Cosmo, a juga. What's this called? A silver mist, I think it's called. Another pink foxglove. I don't know what these are called. These came from my neighbor's garden. I don't know what they're called. And there is a bloomstruck hydrangea and some Queen of the Prairie. This is just like nothing that we really did anything to, except, so this is chocolate. This is chocolate mint, and it smells so good. And then right next to it is thyme, but the chocolate mint, oh, it smells good. So I'm gonna take you back around. This is all thyme. Our weed bucket. Our view from where I like to sit every morning. So this is a spirea, and it has tons of buds on it. All these are self-seeded alyssum, and we're keeping them in there. They're everywhere. They go all the way down there because we had alyssum planted down there, and we left it all winter long and into the spring, and so then, you know, all the seeds fell off and it just self-seeded, and so we're leaving it. This is cat mint. We love the cat mint. There's bees on it right now. Right there is a butterfly echinacea, I think it's buttercream daisy. Off to the side is a delphinium that's not growing that great. Another delphinium right there. And right behind it is a Cosmo. And then behind that we have verbena, and we have bishop's flower. We have irises. Petunias and snapdragons, some more alyssum. This is a astrantia. I'll show you a better one. This bush is a proudberry. It has super cute pink berries in the fall into the winter. Super cute. Lamb's ear. Some more petunias. A snapdragon, that is our first blooming snapdragon, and there's several, oops, I see a dandelion. There's several snapdragons in here, and then there's spent muscari that we haven't cut it back yet. some more alyssum, a lantana, irises, tons of irises. Invincible hydrangea, full of buds, super excited. Some more irises. I mean, they just have so many blooms. And so I just like come out here and just like pinch off the spent ones because they're super ugly. So if you just spend a little bit of time doing that here and there, I come out here multiple times a day, spend lots of time in the garden. So I just do that here and there, and that's fine. A sedum. Back there is a snapdragon. Look at all those irises. Look at all the spent ones. I should go back there and cut them all, but I probably won't. Right there is a purple fountain grass. I hope it gets huge. Okay, look at this cat's pajamas. Do you think we need to split that up? Look at that, it's huge. I mean, it is huge. You can't really tell on here how big it is, but it's pretty big. Back here we have an alyssum tucked in there, one there. We have a red dianthus. I'll try and get down here. Down there, petunias, lamb's ear, 2 poppies. This is a foxglove. Right there is another hydrangea, but this is a panicle hydrangea, and this one over here is a smooth hydrangea. So these are like the cone looking blooms. I can't remember which one that was. There's a dahlia in there. There's rose mallow, I think it's called, right here. And that self-seeded itself. Down there is an echinacea. Some wormwood right there, and tons of irises. And behind it, you can see it right there, is our Ringo rose, and those are some peonies back there. We'll go around and show you that too. Our chives, lupin, the lupin, these ones are spent, so we gotta cut those off. And then there's one back there that's pink, and I don't know what happened to that one. That one looks horrible. Have you ever smelled lupin? If you haven't, you need to. It is such a good spicy summer smell. It's probably my favorite, I think. It's close to lilac. Lilac I really like. Lupin. Here's some astrantia. Look at this now. Look at these. Let's see. Look at these. Isn't that so cute? I love these. Love, love, love those. Okay, this is another hydrangea, and this is a Invincible 2, I believe. I think so. I can't see the tag. It's like way in there. Invincible 2 hydrangeas, full of buds. There's some alyssum here. Behind it is hyssop. It doesn't have buds on it yet, but this gets very tall past, oh, I see a bud. Let's see. Full of purple blooms. It gets really tall, taller than me. So we have lupin, lupin. There's coral bells right there. Wormwood. Tons of irises right here. And back here, so this is an old lilac. It's old. Matt cut it down 2 years ago. I don't know what we're gonna do with it, but right now that's what it's doing. But right there is a coneflower, echinacea. Back behind here, there's foxgloves tucked in all over, which have buds on them, but they're not blooming yet. And we have this daisy that I started in the house last year, and it just had its foliage, worked on rooting in, and its foliage, and this year it bloomed, and I'm not a fan. I don't like that color. That is not a color that I like, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. But for now, it's fine. Irises that I've shared on Instagram. There's a spent bloom right there, and then there's two more gonna come out and be so beautiful. This is a cone flower. Our little path here. This is our new thing that we bought this year. We didn't buy very many new things this year because it's full, but we bought this. I'm excited. That's what it's gonna look like in the spring next year. So it's a Weigelia, Wine and Roses. Can't wait to see what that looks like. There's lots of Liliatris tucked in here and will bloom later this summer. Some spent alliums, which I'm going to leave, and a super cute poppy right there. I'll show you that in a second. A grass. I can't remember if it's just like a featherweed grass or what, but there's foxgloves all over in there. Okay, I'm gonna turn around and go through the path here. We have foxglove, a spent poppy. Those are done now. Some more foxgloves, some heuchera here. This one has little tiny blooms and flowers. Here's a hydrangea, and this one is usually the last one to bloom. I can't remember what it's called. It's a little one though. Fire tidbit, maybe, something like that. Some alyssum, more alyssum. Sedum. We have to move that because it's growing right into this Invincible Blush hydrangea, and I don't want it to do that. Some ajuga. Lots of phlox back here. There's another hydrangea, bloomstruck hydrangea. The ajuga is pretty much done blooming. And I wish I would have been able to show you the flax. I'll stick up a picture if I have one, but it blooms in the morning. Let me see. Here's one of the blooms that fall off. Look how cute that is. They're so cute. It's one of my favorite, just like little tiny things in the garden. That was a happy little thing that just happened. Came over here from the neighbor's garden. Some lamium that doesn't look well. Well, it actually has blooms on it. Lots of Liliatris. And down here is kind of like an experiment. So we put tons of seeds in here. Wildflower seeds, all kinds of seeds. And the thing that I see the most are bachelor buttons and weeds. Our lilies. These are pink. These are my favorite ones. Those have big buds on them. There's yarrow, some more alyssum, a lupin. These two lupins we're gonna take out. I don't know what is wrong with them, but something is wrong with them, so we gotta take those out. Here's a Invincible hydrangea, another panicle hydrangea. That's the Limelight Prime. Yep, Limelight Prime. These are all echinacea cone flowers here. And this, I don't know what happened to the tag, but that is I don't even know how to say it. I'm not like echinops, I don't know how to say it. Down here are 3 dianthus, and I don't know what's wrong with them. I've had them now this is the 3rd summer, and this is all I have. I don't know what's up with that. A sedum. So right here we have 2 more of the smooth hydrangeas. They're the Invincible hydrangeas, the non-floppers. We have the daisies, more alyssum scattered throughout. These are yellow. These will be yellow lilies, some poppies, another daisy that clearly this needs some support. But aren't they a cute color? This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted those ones to look like right there. This part of the garden has cardboard on it. We're suppressing the weeds, so that's new. So we don't have anything in it this year, and I don't know if we will. We'll see. Here's a penstemon. It's the Midnight Masquerade, I believe, and I think it's self-seeded itself down here. We're gonna let those grow and see what happens. We have a Russian sage down there, some alyssum, that is sage, the herb, and there's a mum, there's cosmos, there's dianthus, and dianthus, and here's a repeat of this daisy. It's here and here. Hopefully they become like more of something next year. This is their second year, their first year of blooming. We have spent alliums, and this is our 9-bark ginger wine 9-bark. It's full of buds. I can't wait for it to bloom. Look at that. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Super excited. Oh, look at, we got one. Okay, let me show you. Here we go. Look at that. That's what it looks like. And I love dark foliage things. I don't have very many. So I have this ginger wine, I have the penstemon, I have the white Julia now, and then I have the orange rocket in the back. Okay, so this and this are dianthus, and they're also not doing very well. So I don't know, but I absolutely love that bright color. We have a sedum right there, lupin. There's 3 of them, 1, 2, 3. I bought this year, and these 2 look like they're the only one blooming. This is a mum, planted last fall, I believe. Another panicle hydrangea. There's liliatris right there that I planted last year, and this is sage. I did not know it came back. We're so excited. Sage smells so good, and so we need to cut these because it's blooming now, so they'll get woody, and if we let these continue to go, then this sage will just be all woody. So we have to come in here and cut off these buds. This Alfredo viburnum is done blooming, but it's also one of my favorite bushes we have. It's just compact and super, just lovely color. I love this color. Yep, it only bloomed like in the middle. It's weird. Alyssum, spent alliums. I think we had 10 in here. They're all done. And there's alyssum through right here. We have 2 phlox, and I want to get 2 more right here. Here's a dianthus, hydrangea, both of those are panicle hydrangeas. Okay, and so that goes to the back of our yard. And I'll turn you around here because we were on this path right here, and then we went that way. So now I'm gonna, let me see, I'll go back over here. So this is the sedum. We have lots of self-seeded poppies. There's alyssum right there. This is sage. This is another astrantia. Self-seeded bachelor buttons. Lots of self-seeded poppies. And these down here are foxglove. All self-seeded. These big poppies I grew in the house. Liliatris. Rhododendron is obviously done and just getting ready for next year now. Now I want to get a better picture of this and I'll share it on social media, but right now this bloom is done. But the color, oh, I love the color. But look at this. Look at all the blooms. Super excited for that. So this is a Carl Rosenfield peony. This peony, I don't know the name. It's from my neighbor. It's like 60 years old. We divided it, so we have part of it here and part of it in our backyard. Salvia, self-seeded bachelor buttons. I gotta get a good look at these. I gotta show you how big these are. Look at this. Thing is massive and smells so good. Look at them. Look how pretty they are. Look at that. Do you not just love that? And then behind it is the Ringo rose. I'll try and get back there and show you. But I love this blue of the bachelor button with the pink peony. It's so pretty. And here's the salvia. Look at that. I love this one. I love that it's pink. Everything I love is pink. There's some lavender, so it's kind of having a hard time right now because we had it planted by the deck and we took it out and put it back here. So I hope it does okay. Here's some more of that Cali Petunia. Is it even a petunia? Uh-oh, looks like one of our, yep. This is a bachelor button. Tuck it in there with the grass. Oops, not gonna work. Okay, we have zinnias planted in here. We have bachelor buttons, cosmos, another bachelor button, and another peony. It's starting, that one's starting to open right there. Some more alyssum. There's the other salvia and another grass. So I have some repeats, which I do want, but it's hard to buy more than one thing because I want one of everything. So there's a salvia here and a salvia there. A grass here and a grass over there. And then there's 3 peonies, but they're all different right there. We have lots of spent daffodil foliage still. We have these 1, 2, 3 blue hobbit sea holly. That's good, you know, it's growing. It'll bloom. Oh, the tag. I don't know why the tag is way over there. Iridium. That's what it's called. I couldn't think of the name. That's what it's called. We walk on this thyme and oh, it smells so good. There's another iris. So I bought 4 irises and there's one there and one there and they're growing, but they didn't bloom this year. And we lost one. And then this one, I know I didn't buy that. It's ugly color. We'll let it bloom and then we're taking it out because I don't like it. I want to get in there and show you that Ringo rose. Let's see if I can get in there. So they start off this dark, like salmon, like almost red. And then they open up and they have this super cute middle. Then they lighten up. Isn't that, and this is full of buds. I'm so excited. There's that other side of my peony. Kind of just span here to show you what it looks like. This is another incredible blush by hydrangea, and there's lots of self-seeded foxgloves in here, and there are some foxgloves that will bloom. A delphinium right there, Queen of the Prairie, Caramia echinacea, some phlox. Okay, I'm gonna try and turn around here and get out of here. This is feverfew. Okay, feverfew, there's yarrow, snapdragons in there, marigold that's getting ready to bloom, some more yarrow, some sedum tucked back in there, that's the phlox, some more feverfew, this really cute dianthus. It's one of the paint the town ones, I can't remember which one it is. A marigold next to it, a zinnia. So there's some symmetry, somewhat some symmetry to this. So there's a feverfew, and then there's yarrow in the middle. And then we'll see what happens. So we have some annuals. So there's marigolds here, there's zinnias here. Here's a poppy. There's verbena growing really big in here. And then behind it there's bishop's flower, which I showed you in the beginning. And that's right there, bobo hydrangea, and behind it is a yew. I don't know if I can see if I can sneak back there. This bobo hydrangea is doing really great this year. Last year I didn't think it was gonna be okay. That's also doing really well. There's lots of verbena and snapdragons in here, and I see some cat poop-ish. In here I see some weeds, but there's also alyssum. It looks like maybe some daisies. Alyssum right here. Oh yeah, here's another. So we have lamb's ear right here, and then we have another of it right, some of it right here, but it looks like that the thyme is like taking over. The garden is always a work in progress. Like, we work on it every day. I would say every day we're doing something, and I love that. Love that. So there you go. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.